fat turkey, collard greens, corn licking, Tyler Perry licking, bitch. Bitch, go get some collard greens, bitch. Go get some collard greens, bitch. You fat ass turkey, die, bitch. That looks like a raw piece of chicken. Collard green, cornbread, collard green, corn licking ass, bitch.
Go the other way. Really go the other way. No.
Bitch, smoke me, nigga. Smoke me, bitch.
Yeah. Hey, y'all know we in downtown.
I don't give a fuck.
Go.
My birthday.
Hey, it's Billa's birthday. It's Big Billa's birthday.
Yeah, it's your fucking birthday. Yeah.
What is going on, entertainers? So I'm coming out with another video. We talking Mean Girls, you guys. I'm so glad next week it looks like it's the finale because like this season has been dragged out. I'm talking about it's just as long as Big Legs Feet and long as Baddies. Like they dragged this season out. But I'm glad it's wrapping up, y'all. The episode opens off with Henny versus Fly Nye. I don't know. Y'all gotta understand, being pop out in the arm, you do lose a lot of, agility in the arm. You know what I'm saying? You don't hit how hard you used to. You don't move the same way you used to. So was I surprised that Fly Nye lost? No. I wasn't at all. I don't know why she even wanted to fight her even that too. Plus, on top of it, she said she was drunk. And probably was on pain meds. I don't get it. I don't get why she did that. I feel like she was picking at her. For you to turn that girl into a daiquiri, you deserve that low key. You turn that bitch into a daiquiri. All she needed was the alcohol. You put all that cranberry juice on her. You know what I'm saying? That bitch needed a straw and some alcohol, and that was a daiquiri. Like, you shouldn't have did that. So Fly Nye to me deserved that. Do I think Henny's a heavy hitter? No. I don't think she even proclaimed to be a heavy hitter. So when the girls come at her all the time online, when I see it on like the Not TV blogs, it bothers me because she never once said, I'm the heaviest hitter, next to Cash and Big Ivory. Like, I don't think she's ever proclaiming that. She just defends herself when the girls try to start with her. Like, at the end of the day, Fly Nye, you know how it is about people's room. You be the main one. Don't come in my room. Don't come in my room. And you came in her room. What you think was going to happen? Like, you was coming near her room, in her room, and y'all don't mess with each other like that. Let the shoe been on the other foot, it would have been a bloodbath. So I think Fly Nye, like, once she kind of sat down, probably thought about it. That's why after they fought, she was calm for the rest of the time because I feel like she realized, like, you like, damn, if that was me, I would have tripped too, not gonna lie. So it's like she knows she was tripping. Because had that been her, she would have did the same thing. Plus worse. What was funny was Fly Nye acting like she still like did her big one. She like, I still do my ones. My big one. The biggest one. The coldest thread. The illest thread. I'm so cold I'm in the freezer. I'm putting B to A. And I ain't talking about bacon and lettuce tomato. I'm talking about belted ass. That's what I do. Because I'm Fly Nye. Bitch. Yeah. I'm like, I don't care how many of this you do, Fly Nye, that girl won't you. I'm sorry. Like, girl, can you stop? Like you a damn Jabberwocky. Like, I don't know why you think that, like, that proves your point a little bit better, because it does not at all. So then we get the meeting of, you talk about my baby, you talk about my daughter, okay? First of all, this whole situation is really confusing and irritating. And the reason why is because we have what I call the Quartet. I done told y'all, it's not a, y'all thought there was a trio in there, y'all, but it's a quadruplet up in there. Because of the quadruplet, they're the ones that's causing the confusion. Because you got two people that don't get along. Like the Winter don't like one of the Double Trouble girls, and the other Double Trouble girl is cool with Winter, right? And then you got Moomac is cool with one of the Double Trouble girls. One of the other Double Trouble girls don't like Zanaya. So it's like the whole thing is just confusing and annoying because at this point, some of them have gotten so cool to the point where it's like you got the duos arguing with each other, right? So apparently, De Niro said something about Zanaya and her mothering, and talked about her baby, and then Zanaya talked about her baby. That right? So they was arguing about that, And then you got Mumat. She started defending herself because Zanaya was like, you told her that it's okay that she talked about my baby because I talked about her baby. But you didn't say that I talked about her baby. She talked about my baby first. Okay? Have a baby, Bobby, baby, okay? This why, like, when y'all go on these shows, don't tell nobody I got kids. Shout out to Sav Dog. That was the smartest bitch to do it. We didn't find out that bitch had kids since the second season. She was talking all that hot stuff the first season. We didn't even know she was a mama. I respect that. You wanna know why? You don't owe us to know. We don't. The person y'all don't owe us by saying that you a mama. Like y'all don't owe us that. You feel me? As long as you taking care of your kids, that's all that matters. So I just feel like when you going to be some of these networks, don't be saying you got kids or you a mama, because I swear to God, they're gonna use that. That's the first thing they're gonna use against you. If they don't know you got a kid, they can't speak on that. As long as your kid good, that's all that matters. But people talk and people gonna find out anyways. That's the problem. And y'all had that big ass argument for y'all to still, for Zanaya to still talk about her baby. Okay? She said, your mama. Instead of your mama, she said, your baby. I said, oh. Oh my God. Y'all know how these girls do on these shows. She said, fuck your baby. Okay? My whole thing is with that whole situation. It was Mumak for me because it's like, regardless of if you cool with that girl or not, that's still your blood cousin. So Mumat to me took a big L in this episode because like that's your cousin. Like some of these girls not even real sisters. Let's really talk about it. But it's like that's really your blood cousin. So it's like you need to stick with your blood cousin, right, wrong, or indifferent. So I agree with Fly now when she said that. Like now I don't think she should come on a season by herself on a show called Mean Girls with duos. But I do agree that Mumat was dead ass wrong because it's like you shouldn't be cool with ops. Like I'm that type of person. Like, if you cool with my ops, I can't cool with you. I'm sorry. It's just like I don't want you going back telling them what I'm saying. I don't want you going back and telling what I got going on. Like, I can't. Call me petty, call me immature. Oh well. It's called being smart. That's just that. So now it's time for Barbie to be messy. She goes around with her stupid ass pink box where they gotta write who they want to go home. Okay? And you know, this Barbie, she laughs. Okay, she out here having a good old key about something about the people that the girls are saying that they want to go home. Some of the girls are sort of whispering to her who they want to go home and everything. And freaking Winter writes like a 2-page paragraph on this postcard back to front about why she want the Butters to go home. I don't get that. I feel like Winter was looking for storyline. I feel like their beef with the Butters wasn't even deep. I don't even think they even had beef with the Butters. Like it's just like I feel like she was fishing for a storyline, but the moment was hilarious because this is why Chanel needs to come back for another show. Chanel is funny as hell. Her reactions are funny as hell. Her confessionals are funny as hell. The way that it takes her a little bit to realize what's going on is even funny as hell. So the give to the living room, they have like a little house meeting. I didn't even realize there's that much bitches up in there until they got in that house meeting. Like that was a lot of girls up in there, cooped up in there, security all surrounded in there. By the way, Isaiah, I see you finally getting some grown niggas security instead of little boys. They look cute though. They shade. So, you know, they start off with, I guess, Mumak and Zanaya about who they think should go home, and they feel like the famous twins. I would say I'm not mad at that because I just feel like when it comes to the famous twins, I don't feel like you need to go on some of these shows and fight to be like a star, but like at least have an opinion on stuff or speak up. And like they didn't speak up throughout most of the season. They seem like they're a little bit entitled because they already have a name that they think like they could just be there and sit there. And it's like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like their vibe is more so like baddies. And I say this is because there's a lot of girls on there that don't do shit and get money for it. Sasiki. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's more their vibe, to be honest. I don't think this show was the right fit for them. Plus, it made them have problems within each other. Because I saw one of the blogs posted how they fought at the reunion. Not at the reunion, but they fought at the hotel after the reunion. I'm like, bitch, y'all fight off camera. Y'all really got beef. But I understand, especially what happened with them and the dad. So, you know, it makes complete sense, to be honest. All right. So the famous twin, one of them calls out Dolly, which is one of the Bratz duo girls. Now she's one of the ones that don't really fight. The tea on them falling out online is crazy. Zanaya pulled up to her house, what she calls a luxury apartment. And y'all, I never seen an apartment like that. Does that wait? Somebody in the comments said that's the New York aesthetic or New Jersey aesthetic, wherever they live at. I'm like, what? I gagged. I really did gag because I'm like, wait a minute. There were like holes in there. It looked it looked like a trap house. I'm like, what aesthetic y'all talking about? Like, girl, I'd rather go live in an apartment before I live in a house like that. Because y'all gotta be messed up. That looked like an infestation waiting to happen. Anyways, she said she'd rather fight Dolly than to fight Zanaya and or Mumat. And I'm like, you can't really do that though. Like, you can't pick who you want to fight when the person who called you out that wants to fight, you're not fighting them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, it don't make sense at all. Like, it's kind of dumb. So I don't know why she said that. It didn't make any sense, like, at all. I knew that the girls was gonna get on them. Barbie got really mad. Barbie like, so like, I'm not lying though, right? Because you want to pick and choose who you want to fight, and it's like their bitch is calling you out though. So it's like you're not really standing on business though, and like you picking and choosing. Am I right? Am I lying? Huh? Barbie was so mad. She was just like, so like you want to fight her because she the weakest link though. Because out of all these bitches, she can't squabble like the rest of them. Am I lying? Barbie, you wasn't lying. I'm sorry. Like, that was so weird to me. Her excuse was because she didn't fight as much as she did, so she wanted to get her. And I'm like, what? Like, no. Let me tell y'all, Dolly and Dolly and Winter, their confessionals to me, they eat up the most. I'm not gonna lie. They got that good mouth game. She said, you know, I'm not even gonna diss your dad because I get it popping with the living. I said, like, no, like, she got a mouth on her. Shout out to Winter. And then she said, the Dolly girl said, and you got all them bumps and stuff on your face. How your pussy look? I said, damn. That was a good one. I ain't gonna lie. That was a really good one. Like, I'm the type of person when I watch these shows, the fights is all entertaining all, but like, who got that good mouth game? You get what I'm saying? Who can really pop it? You know what I'm saying? Because the fight is good and all, but it's like, other than that, we just looking at you if you don't know how to like talk. Y'all get what I'm saying? Next, we have Double Trouble. They say they want Moo Mac and Zanaya to go home. And, you know, they also call Zanaya's wig stiff. Zanaya, your wig is stiff. I'm sorry. Okay? It gives a potato chips, crunchy. You get what I'm saying? Like, it gives the hot potato lace, the red one. Like, it gives that. All right. I didn't really notice it until they kept saying it the last few episodes, and then every time I see the confessional, I can't stop staring at the wig because it does not move with the wind. Okay, it moves with her hair movement. It go this way, it flaps. It go the other way, it flaps. That's why you have some nerve. Y'all have some nerve to come for Chanel good old church wig because Zanaya wig ain't too much better either. So next thing you know, we get the Winter and Dolly. And Winter, for some reason, she ended up putting the butters. At this point, I feel like Winter did it for a little bit of storyline. I think production told her to put the butters because it's funny to see Queen B and her sister sort of like get riled up, especially because like we all know Chanel, it takes her a little bit of time to realize things. You know what I'm saying? She didn't realize she didn't get a plate. She didn't realize Queen B was on some op-ish by not getting her a plate. Like, it take a little bit of time, but I love Chanel. We love Chanel over here at Evan Entertainment, right? So after she read a 4-page letter on some Aaliyah-ish. Chanel was like, wait, who you talking about? You talking about me? Wait, what? I'm confused. Like, I'm like, wait. And it's like, she starts confronting Winter. I don't even talk to you. So it's like, you keep talking about my wig is stiff. Like, what's up with you? Like, I don't even know you. Like, I be listening to my music and washing my ear. Next thing you know, Queen D starts bringing up the cat. Here's the thing, Queen D. What's up with you and these cats? First, the cat was in the grass. Bitch, not a cat is in the bag. Like, what's going to happen next? I hope the cat's not going to be on the plate. Now, the funniest part of this episode was Chanel's reaction when Queen D was talking about her cat and how the bitches is on her D. I don't know if Chanel has smelled bad cat before, or like maybe she's thinking of one time that Queen D was not all rosary down there, that she didn't smell the best down there. But her reaction to me was Look at Chanel's face, y'all.
Or you want to eat this cat? Because at the end of the day, it seems like cat is in bed. But you
Chanel looked like she smelled some bad cats. What did you smell, Chanel? Because that clip gave me sensory overload. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh yeah, I'm telling y'all, if y'all do season 3, y'all need to bring her and Queen D back. I don't care what nobody say. They are funny as hell together. Like, they are the comedic gold. I don't care what nobody say. So Winter starts flipping her hair, which, like I said, she was picking on them. Like, I don't care what nobody say. She was picking on them. She starts flicking. She starts picking at Zanaya at Queen D's sister hair. Queen D's sister they start fighting. They beat. Let me tell y'all, Winter can fight. That bitch got arms and she got a long reach. So she'll beat. She backed up damn Chanel into a corner. And that wig did not help Chanel, okay? And the funniest part also in this episode was when Queen D's sister was putting on her wig back. Why I had to have the camera angles of her putting her titties back in her shirt? I just clicked through the episode, and there's a scene where Barbie is talking to the camera, and then you see Queen D's sister in the back. That was the funniest part of the episode to me, besides her reaction to Queen D, because she was like fixing herself, and you just see Barbie talk about, "Oh, they getting popping. What's up?" Like, oh, that was hilarious. Like, shout out to that SCB, because like they're gonna give you a good laugh. Like, you might get a lot of squabbles, but you gonna laugh. You gonna get a good key. You gonna laugh. They end up running it back again, and to me, I feel like Winter won again, y'all. Like, that girl got reach. She really does have reach. I'm telling y'all, like, when you have long arms, when it comes to a fight, like, you're going to have a big advantage because you're able to back up and hit somebody with a quickness without even hesitating. Boop, literally. So it's like, I didn't think it was going to go no other way. Sorry. Okay, I still love me some Chanel, though. But I just feel like what they was doing was on low-key some bullying-ish, and it was low-key some picket-ish. And I didn't like that. Okay? And if we're going to talk about wigs, Fly Nye got the best wigs on this show. Pressure and Queen D. Let me know what y'all think about this episode, you guys, because I had a fun time watching it. Leave your comments down below, and we are babies.
No personal thing.